Hey everyone, this is Math Done Right, and in this video I'll be talking about how to determine a function based off of its graph. So let's say we just have a picture of the graph of a function. We don't have a name of a function. I don't know that it's f of x equals x squared or the square root of x. I just have just a picture and nothing more. And I want to see if it's a function or not. Well, I'm going to determine that using what's called the vertical line test. Now the vertical line test, the way it works is I just draw a vertical line, and then I'm going to take that line and just kind of move it across my graph from left to right. And as long as the graph intersects this vertical line only once at every point, then it is a function. If at any time I have, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. If at any point I have 2 points on the graph that line the vertical line, that's going to give me not a function. So let's look at some examples of using the vertical line test. Alright, so with this first example, let's show an example of something that is a function. So I'm going to draw my graph. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Let's say my graph looks something like this. It goes off to a positive infinity and negative infinity. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is draw my vertical line. So let's say it looks like this. Now this may not be exactly vertical, but that's just because it's difficult to draw that. Okay, so what we do is I have my vertical line. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to move it across the graph. Now if there's ever a point where the graph touches my line twice, then I know that it's not a function. But I can see here that as I move the line across the graph, that it's only going to cross once at each point. Right? I don't have a point where it has multiple intersections. So like, for example, this x value right here, my graph, dang it, I changed the color again. That's not what I'm trying to do. So at this x value, it only intersects once. And then if I move my line, just for example, let's say I have it right here. Well, I can see that it only intersects once right here. Right, and if I can do that for any line that I draw, then I'll see that it is a function. So this is a function. And we say it is a function because it passed the vertical line test. I'm going to call it BLT. Alright, let's do another example. Alright, so for this next example, I'm going to make my graph look something like this. Okay, no I'm not. Let's start over. Let's make that pretty. Something like that. So a circle. It should be a circle. I can't draw that well. It's a circle. So I'm going to take my line. I'm going to make a line. Make it as vertical as I can. And I'm going to take that and move it across my graph. And at this point right here, it only crosses once. But as soon as I get to the inside of the circle, I can see, I've done this like 3 times now. So I can see that it crosses twice right here and right here, right? It intersects my vertical line twice. Now, what if I draw another vertical line? Well, I can see that it crosses twice again. Now, the thing with the vertical line test is as soon as it crosses twice anywhere, it's not a function. So this is not a function. Because it fails the vertical line test. So it fails it because at some point my graph intersects the vertical line in 2 different spots. It doesn't matter. It can intersect only one spot. It can intersect 5 spots, infinitely many spots. As long as it does it just once, it's not a function. Alright, let's do another one. Okay, so for this last example, I'm going to do what's called a piecewise function. So let's say my function looks like this. Alright, something like that. So these x values here are going to be the same. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so let's take my vertical line. I'm going to start moving it through the graph. Okay, so I take it and I move it. We're good, 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 until we get to here. Now here's where we might have an issue, right? I have it intersects right here and right here. But there's a huge difference between this point and this point. This point is an open circle and this point is a filled in circle. So an open circle means it's not included, and a closed circle means that it is included. So when I have this graph, this point's actually not here. It's kind of just a placeholder. So it technically doesn't cross the graph twice. And now we can easily see that if I take this line and move it through, it's only going to cross once. So in fact, this is a function. I'm just going to put a check because VLT. Okay, now quickly, let's look at the same example but a little different. Alright, so let's visit the same example but make a slight modification. So it was something like this. Something like that, right? Now, the difference is that both of these circles are filled in completely, right? Now, if I take my vertical line and start this sweeping motion through the graph, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I get to here, well, that's what I was trying to do, but when I get to here, let me make the points a little bit bigger. Just so I can get the visual to look nice. Okay. Once I get to this spot, I can see that my graph is intersecting this line twice, right here and right here, because now both of these points are included, so that's a problem. So this is not a function because of VLT. Okay, well that's all I've got for determining a function based off of its graph. So the main thing you want to keep in mind is the vertical line test. That's what's super important here. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, make sure to like it. Check out my other videos and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.